headed back to Duke. Like I said on previous episodes, what has happened, since being diagnosed with MS 4 years ago, I've been on an infusion medication called Tisabri. It's the most aggressive medication, but again, the problem with being the most aggressive for reducing relapses or further damage is that it does increase your risk for something called PML.
This big city. I found myself alone in this big city. This big city. I feel safe around skyscrapers. She got that soul that lives to breathe nature. She's this angel, I'm the dream chaser.
So, every 6 months since then, I've taken what's called a JC virus test to make sure I'm not positive. Because once you get positive, you have a greater risk for PML, which is another kind of brain disease, but it's very, very fatal and disabling. So you obviously don't want that. So anyway, my last trip to Duke for a checkup, did a JC test and it came back positive. So I went to my next infusion the next month and told my nurse what's going on. She said, well, let's not do the treatment, but let's look at the test again. So we took the test again, came back positive, actually a higher number than what Duke had. So we kind of made a decision at that point to, obviously you have to change medications. Tisabri has been great for me as far as my body reacting to it, as far as my tolerance for it. But again, the problem is that now I'm JC positive, and kind of the risk pretty much doubles every year you stay on the medication. So I've been on it for almost over 3 years now. So it was bound to happen eventually, probably. So anyway, I'm going to Duke today. We're looking at medication. It's a pill, not an infusion. It's an everyday pill. It's called Gilenya. So with any medication with MS, there's like everything else, there's an upside and a downside to take the medication. So today I have to go for a blood count test, a liver function test, EKG, and an eye exam, just to kind of give us a baseline to make sure that I am healthy enough to take the medication. But then it's gonna be an ongoing test because one of the side effects, or the multiple side effects of Gilenya, is a chance for heart problems and liver problems and blood cell count problems. So we're gonna test today to make sure I meet those standards for the medication, and then that also will give us the baseline of where we're starting at. And as we go on with the testing, we can determine, you know, the scary thing is you don't, I guess with any kind of medication, you don't know how your body's going to react to it, how it's going to take it, or how it's going to affect the EMS. I mean, you're not sure how effective it's going to be. There's about 4 options really presented to us, and after much research and thinking and praying, this is the one we're going to try and we're going to go with and see how it goes. So today's really just a test to make sure I can take the medication, and once I pass this test, if I do, which, you know, I don't have any belief that I won't, it's a $5,400 medication every 30 days. So now I have to jump through the hoops of getting approved with the medical manufacturer for some copay assistance, because obviously we can't afford that. But it is better than Tisabri, which I did get approved for, but that's that infusion was an $8,400 a month infusion. So whatever my insurance didn't cover, Biogen, which is the maker of Tisabri, covered the rest of that, which was awesome. So hopefully the same thing will happen here with Gilenia. So we'll see. I'm waiting at Duke in this very small room.
Let's be real. Let's be real, yeah. I could break every record. This isn't my choice, yet I still hold the pressure. Been hearing her voice and that vision I got back. She just a plane to get away, but how I feel is above all that. Yeah, I see it's above all that. The stars and the mountains align. I'm about to set this on fire. I'm about to travel through time to learn how I made it. How I made it for us, yeah. I found myself alone in this big city. In this big city.
7 tests done. Going back to work.